Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while that I don't record anything and I don't talk to you. Life has been insane the past months, but I'm back. I'm back with a new reading vlog, and I have been convinced by my dear friend to read the Jasad Heir. Can you see? I think so. Gabriela, that is my friend. She has been speaking about this book like since some days. She already finished the first book. She's already on the second book, and I said, okay, I'm gonna read it. Actually, the Jasad Heir was already on my list to read, but it was not a priority right now. I had other books above of him to read on the rank, but she convinced me, and here I am. I read only 2% yesterday, and I'm so confused. She advised me, she warned me that I would feel very confused, but like the author already. Hello, Cacao. Say hi to the camera. Do you want to say hi? Say hi to them. Anyway, there are so many names right now. So many names. With only 2% of the book, so many names. Say hello. And I don't know, I'm so confused. Hello, can I speak? I'm so confused, but yeah. I'll keep reading, and I'm planning to update you guys at each 10% of the book. Let's see if I... Bye! Hi guys, I'm at 12% of the Jasad Heir, and it's been wild. It's been pretty good actually. I'm really invested in the story. However, so many names, guys, so many names. And that makes it a bit confusing for me, the story, because like she mentioned so many names, and I'm like, who are they? What are you doing? What you're talking about? And I was a bit lost in the political scenario as well. But it's just the beginning of the book. I think I'll start to understand as long the story goes. But basically right now we have Sylvia, that is our main character, and she's the Jasad Heir. And apparently before it existed for, I guess, I don't know if you can call city. I don't know what she calls, if it's cities, realms, whatever. But there are four, I think. There were four, and they all had magic. Okay, but as the years passed by, Jasad gained more magic than the others. So they were more powerful, and to control this power, they created a new state, city, realm, to control all of them. Okay, to like to be the government, let's say like that. And because of Jasad was overpowered, they decided to kill and to burn Jasad, and everyone died except for the Jasad Heir. she could escape, and she spent like 5 years in a forest, living hidden in this forest, and now she's in Omal, I guess. That is another, it's a village for what I understood. So they were all villages. I don't know. I still don't know. But she's in Omal, and she's living with a different name, under a different character, but like she is constantly thinking of and preparing herself for eventually the guards realize that she's a Jasadi, and she will have to run. So like she hide things in the forest so she can be prepared to just pick a bag and go. She's also with the fear of like, I've been here for too long. Eventually they are going to discover I need to move to another place and etc. But she also don't want to leave because I don't know, she likes there. And there were some tense moments already, and I'm really enjoying. I'm really intrigued about what is going on, about all this political stuff and what is going to happen to her. Because I'm really scared that somebody would discover, and I don't know, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, let's move on. I reached 20%. And I'm scared because every 5 minutes she's about to get caught. She even encounter actually the heir of Nizal, that is the kingdom, controls all the other kingdoms, and it's hunting the Jasad. And he knows she's lying. He knows all the time that like they met again like 5 times already. I don't know, 4 times, 3 times, but anyway. He knows she's lying. He knows, but he can prove. And this is getting good, guys. This is getting good. Hi, guys. I reached finally 30% of this book. I'm reading very slowly because I'm focusing on other things. I have actually a candle shop, online candle shop, and here in Brazil, and I'm so excited with everything that I'm been creating. And soon there's Black Friday, so I'm creating everything around it. So it's been a lot, but the book is actually nice. It's really nice. I've been reading and talking and discussing with my friend that already read it. She's in the 2nd book, and I'm not going to tell much because I think that from now on everything else will be a spoiler. So basically I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying Sylvia, that is our main character, even though I think she's trying to kill herself because she made some decisions that in my opinion were a bit stupid in the last chapters. But I think she's going to be a great main character. I already feel it. And there's one thing that was it was not bothering me, but to me it could have been done a bit differently. And it's just a detail, but I think it's a detail that it makes a difference in the story. And I miss dialogues. I miss a bit more of dialogues in this book because we spend so many time inside her head, and her head is a mess because she doesn't stop to think. Like she's always thinking and going to the past. In her own mind, she's always living in the past. And we understand, at least I understood, that she always lives in the past inside her mind because it's the way that the author chose to explain us the story behind everything. And it's fine, but like I feel that I could learn some of those things with dialogues, like having a dialogue with, like we have a scene of Sylvia and a child that she kind of take care, and they live like in the same place, and she's also kind of an orphan. And so like they were walking and talking, and there is a dialogue between those two, and they see an image, a wall, a painting in the wall on the street that they reform it, and it's the painting of the first child with magic. And they start to tell this, they start to talk about it, and we learn the story with this dialogue. We learn the story of those people with this dialogue, and I liked it, and I wanted to see more of it because like we learn a lot, but with things with the stories that she keeps reminding inside her head, and I feel that we miss what is going on in the moment, because like something happened and that makes her remember of something, and like we go back to the past in her memory, and what is going on in the moment, it kind of, we lose the timing, but besides, it's a detail, okay? I'm getting used to it. We faced some critical moments, and I think right now the story is it's going to scale and it's going to really start, because until now it's something that even my friend said and mentioned before I started the book, like she felt that the beginning of the book is really slow, and I didn't felt it slow, but I felt very, very, very introductory. So like we have all those things inside her head telling the story, and now that we learned basically, I think, everything that we could learn, everything that was important to learn in the moment, now we can start the story. And we had some action happening in the last chapters, and I really like it, and I can't wait to read more and to see what this story has to give me. Hi guys, so last night I finally arrived in the middle of this book, the Jasad Heir, and I'm enjoying. I was going to make a little suspense and say like, but no, I'm enjoying. This is a good story. And I like, now she arrived in the part where she's starting to question herself if everything that she knew about her kingdom was correct. Because here's the thing, Jasad was a super powerful kingdom full of magic and strong magic. And remember when I said that they created a new kingdom to control and kind of prohibit all of others to use magic, right? So all those other kingdoms united themselves and destroyed Jasad. And Sylvia is a Jasadi, and she always saw this act as an act of prejudice against the Jasadi. And for her it was like the world, just because they have magic and strong magic, the world decided that they were bad people. So they united themselves to destroy them and hunt every other Jasadi that remain alive. And now that she's talking with Arin, that is the heir of the Nizal kingdom, that is this kingdom that they created to control the magic and etc. And he's the commander of the soldiers of Nizal. She's starting to, and not only with him but with other people as well, even her friends. When she asks about Jasad, they are always saying like Jasad was actually the bad guy. Jasad was actually harming the other kingdoms, stealing from the other kingdoms, doing everything in their power to make the other kingdoms be weaker than them. So she was like, how this is possible? How it's possible that all the years that I spent in my life were a lie? Like, how I didn't see that? I know that my grandparents that were the rules of Jasad, they were not like the most incredible and good people in the earth, but how I didn't see that, all of those things that these people say. And so, like, it's interesting, this part that maybe we are going to see that she does, like, I don't know, everything was a lie, and it would be a good twist. But there are things that, I don't know, something in her writing bothers me a bit, like the lack of dialogues, as I mentioned before, and even some scenes for me are made a bit confusing. I don't know, I don't, there are some things that I have to read like twice to understand if what is going on, especially when her magic manifests, and I was like, what is going on here? But yeah, besides that, it's really interesting. And my friend said that from now on things are going to get fire, so I'm waiting for this. Guys, I'm at 72% of the Jasad Heir, and I arrive in a part that it's really tense. I don't know if it's how much important it is, but it's really tense because she met the commander, basically the king of Nizal, that is the kingdom who controls the magic, and is the kingdom who basically organized and killed Jasad. That was her kingdom. And she met him, but he doesn't know who she is. But like, imagine you just meeting the person that killed your entire family and your entire kingdom, and she has to pretend that she just loved being in that position. She just, she's so honored to be the Nizal champion, to represent him in this trial. And like, I love that the author make this character Sylvia. She's crazy, okay? She's crazy. And I love that she's sassy. She's so sassy. And I love when she answers. She gives so many like sassy answers to people who who deserve it. And she, just an example, she's in this conversation with the commander, and let me search. So she's in this conversation, and she already passed the first trial, but she almost got killed with poison, and she had to climb a tree, but the tree, she had to, her hands were burned because of this poisoning thing, and she almost got killed with the poisoning of on her hands. And the forest has this mist, this smell that is poisoning. And the commander asked her, how you climb the tree with your hands burned? And she answered in such I would read to you. She said, I smiled brightly at the supreme Rawine. And I'm sorry if I spoke it wrong. I climbed in the same way I would have without poisoned sap, just with more screaming. Sire. And Sire is the name that they call each other. You know, like, you are talking with basically the king, and you give me this type of answer. How dare you? I love it. Hi guys, I'm here to say that I finally finished the Jasad Heir. It took me 1 month, I guess, more or less, to end it. And how can I say it? I liked it. Okay. I was even talking to my friend right now before record this video, because I like it. I gave it 3.75 stars, but I like it. The story itself, it's good. The universe that the author created is good. The atmosphere is good. However, I didn't felt so connected with most of the characters. Even like Sylvia is amazing, Arin is amazing, but I think we could have seen so much more of them. Like, it's a long book, but I don't know how you end it feeling that you miss a lot. You miss a lot of the characters, you miss a lot of their stories, you miss a lot of the background, you know, like the friendship that Sylvia has with Safa and Marek, that it is basically her two only friends. We don't see it. Like, they are locked together for the entire book. Like, they spend the entire book together in the same places, and we don't see interactions between them, like truly interactions. We just we learn their relationship for what Sylvia tells us, but we don't see it happening. And I think the challenges, this is just one of the problems, if you can call it that, of the book. Like, it lacks communication, it lacks interaction between the characters. We have challenges in this book. Like, Sylvia have to face 3 challenges as Nizal champion, and if she wins, she's free, and blah blah blah. I cannot say much, otherwise it would be a spoiler. But the challenges is like, because this is something almost like Hunger Games, you know, like people select these champions on each of each kingdom to fight and to bring the glory that represents the ritual, that the sacrifice that the first made for them, and etc. But it's not like Hunger Games at all, because the challenges for me were so simple. Like, she conquered the challenges in like 5 pages, in seconds. And even though, like, in the first she almost died, fine, okay. In the second she had to face a very tragic episode, okay. But even so, like, I was expecting something with voting, something very difficult, something that would like give me some emotion, you know, and it didn't. It didn't. She I mean, the second it did because it was sad, and I cannot tell why, but it was sad. But like the third, the final challenge, like we stayed inside her head the entire time, and like in one, I'm not going to say in 1 second because it was not in 1 second, but like we stayed in her head for the entire challenge, and suddenly it's all over and she's declared the winner. Like how we don't see what is going on with the other with the other person that is it's there as well to trying to win. We know nothing that is happening outside her mind, and that bothers me. There was a situation in the end that I cannot tell because it's spoiler, but it's something that bothers me as well. So yeah, like I think the idea was good, but the execution of it was not that well made. And I'm sorry, Gabi, my friend. I'm sorry that I didn't like your book. I mean, I'm sorry that I didn't like enough your book, because I do like the Jasad Heir. I'm going to the second one because I wanna see what happened. I wanna even see if the author evolve in the writing. I'm curious because I like the story. I like the atmosphere. As I said, I really liked that this was inspired on Egypt and on the culture of it. But yeah, not the best book I ever had. So yeah, that's it, guys. Give me your opinion if you already read Jasad Heir. Tell me what were your thoughts about it, and we see you again. I mean, I see you again when I finish the second book. So if you liked this vlog, I hope you did. Give your thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you aren't subscribed yet, and yeah, that's it. Share with friends if you like the video enough to share. That's it, guys. I really don't know else what to say because it was a bit disappointing. Like I liked it, but it was a bit disappointing. So yeah, anyway, bye bye.